We will never get tired of these classic running jokes. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest recurring gags in cartoons. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most classic and hilarious repeated bits, lines, and gags on cartoon TV series.
My cabbages! This place is worse than Omashu!
Number 10. Peggy Spanish, King of the Hill. Despite her job as a substitute Spanish teacher, it turns out Peggy Hill can hardly speak the language at all.
Su pudenor. Yo poder ver que usted ser caballo razonable. Yo estoy muy embarazada por lo que pasa por Lupe.
Over the course of the show, the audience is given the pleasure of reading subtitled translations of Peggy Spanish, which never match up to what she believes she's saying. At one point, refusing to doubt her own abilities, Peggy even takes Bobby's Spanish Club on a field trip to Mexico, where her inability to speak the language ends up causing her to inadvertently kidnap a young Mexican girl.
Ojalá que te pudras en la cárcel y que las ratas te coman los ojos.
Oh, gracias. Un teléfono por llamar mi esposo, por favor?
Thankfully, everything turns out all right when the Mexican judge realizes she can't actually speak Spanish, and that's what caused the error.
No es culpable.
Oh my God! I'm going to jail!
He said you're not guilty.
Oh!
Number 9. Haha! Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Before his tragic death, Phil Ken Seven was Harvey Birdman's boss at the law firm Seven & Seven.
I can finally build that lake house, and I'll run around naked all day. Ha ha! Dangly parts.
Phil, voiced by Stephen Colbert, had a penchant for chiming into conversations anytime something could possibly be taken as sexual innuendo, with his unmistakable laugh and a sometimes sly but mostly strange non sequitur.
God, I love your accent. Bi-curious.
The memorably eye-patched lawyer was ostensibly killed off of the series due to the impending debut of the Colbert Report, though the character did return for a prominent role in the 2018 special, that of the president, begging Birdman to get him out of the job.
Ha ha ha! VP! Back rub.
Number 8. What does this button do? Dexters Laboratory. Anyone who's ever had a younger sibling knows how obnoxious they can sometimes be. But Dee Dee has to take the cake as far as little sisters go.
Ooh, what does this button do?
Being the boy genius that he is, Dexter's lab was filled with expensive and intricate equipment. But somehow Dee Dee never failed to enter against his wishes, always asking the same question.
Ooh, what does this button do?
No matter how Dexter tried to stop her, she would inevitably touch something she wasn't supposed to, and something terrible would happen. Though Dee Dee comes off as less intelligent than Dexter on the surface, she's often the one who solves his problems for him, and will always remember laughing at her shenanigans.
Ooh, you mean this button?
Number 7. My Cabbages! Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, the life of a poor old street vendor in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, my cabbages!
Despite constantly minding his own business, this cabbage seller was constantly harassed by the enemies of the Avatar team, or sometimes even the team itself.
My cabbages! You're gonna pay for this!
Time after time, his cart full of cabbages was destroyed, vaulted off a cliff, or even crushed by a giant bear.
Oh, my cabbages!
If there's one thing we've learned from watching Avatar, it's that vegetables apparently aren't a safe investment in the Earth Kingdom. Thankfully, this unfortunate vendor would later find success, founding the Cabbage Corp in the spin-off Legend of Korra. Number 6. Internet? The Fairly OddParents. When youngster Timmy Turner got his own pair of wish-granting fairy godparents, he understandably wound up with a lot of new, unexplained stuff.
Where did you get all these nice things?
Internet?
When Timmy's dim-witted parents would ask him where he got any of these new and suspicious items, he would simply reply with, internet? The joke worked by playing upon both the newfound freedom and ease of access allowed by the internet, as well as many parents' obliviousness to how the whole thing worked.
Where did you get the nice tank, son?
Internet?
Works for us!
Thankfully, it gave Timmy the easy out he needed, and made us laugh many times. Number 5. Danger Zone. Archer. Long after topping the charts upon its release on the Top Gun soundtrack in 1986, Kenny Loggins' pop rock classic Danger Zone was adopted by secret agent Sterling Archer as both his own personal theme song and his catchphrase of choice to annoy Lana whenever possible.
Seriously, Lana, call Kenny Loggins, because you're in the danger zone.
The phrase has popped up on the FX series many times since its inception, perhaps most memorably when Loggins himself showed up in an episode and played a version of the song. The team behind the show even recreated the original music video Archer style. This is far from the only great running gag on the show, with phrasing and Archer repeatedly screaming people's names also being memorable. Number 4. My leg! Spongebob Squarepants. Anytime an innocent bystander is hurt in Bikini Bottom, you can bet that Fred and his injured leg are there.
My leg!
This highly recurring SpongeBob SquarePants gag consists of the same couple of recordings of the phrase "my leg" shouted out whenever something chaotic happens to cause somebody harm.
Rev up those fryers, cause I am sure hungry for one. Help! Help! My leg!
For many years, viewers weren't sure if this was a simple gag or if there was something more at play, until Fred finally got his own episode in 2018, with SpongeBob attempting to prevent him from hurting his leg again. Spoiler alert, they fail, and it seems Fred is doomed to be the victim of Bikini Bottom's cartoon violence for years to come.
Your leg!
Just my leg!
Number 3. Chicken Fight. Family Guy. After first coming to blows over an expired coupon, Peter Griffin's eternal feud with Ernie the Giant Chicken is a battle for the ages.
Ugh, is that going to give us enough time to cross-check the...
At random times throughout the show's long run, Peter has fought this freak of nature in cartoonishly violent extended sequences that often see both sides maim and brutalize one another. And Peter often injures his knee. The over-the-top and random nature of the scenes makes them stick out in a medium that's known for its use of running gags. We still don't know much about Ernie, but it's likely we haven't seen the last of the giant chicken as long as Family Guy stays on the air. Number 2. They Killed Kenny. South Park. Throughout the long history of animation, it's unlikely that any one character has been killed as many times and in as many ways as Kenny McCormick.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
Though they've taken their foot off the gas in recent years, Kenny died in most episodes through the show's first 10 seasons.
Oh my God, they killed the little orange coat kid!
Every time he dies, Kyle, sometimes with Stan, will proclaim some or all of the phrase, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny, you bastards." It became a popular staple of the show early on, and drew criticism for its level of violence, yet it was, and is, one of the most beloved gags by fans of the show.
Oh my God, we killed Kenny. We killed Kenny? We killed Kenny, we're bastards.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever.
You know, you really should label these things.
Team Prime knows when to use force and how much to use.
Bulkhead, I needed that!
Whoa, a real live robot? Or is that some kind of cheesy New Year's costume?
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Number 1. The opening credits. The Simpsons. Though The Simpsons has a litany of running gags we could have chosen for this list. Bart's prank calls, anyone?
Hey, just a sec, I'll check. Amanda Hug and Kiss? Hey, I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss. Why can't I find Amanda Hug and Kiss?
Nothing can ever top the show's longest running gags. The chalkboard and couch bits during the opening credits. Many episodes see Bart writing lines on the chalkboard in detention, with a different joke almost every time. Similarly, the famous couch gag sees the family convene on the couch, only for something ridiculous to happen. It's a tradition that's still going strong after almost 30 years, and is one of the only cartoon gags to make its way into mainstream pop culture awareness. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.